so big it was uncomfortable for me.
Well, by the way, it was uncomfortable for me too. Yes. It was, you know what it's like. You've had to put on weight. Yes, we've worked with the same coach and the same trainer. Benny came to me and he said something that I've never heard, and he actually called it out. He said, I don't know if you've ever been told this, but I think you're going to need to get bigger. I said, okay, sure, let's talk about it and think about it. So then, but I realized what he meant was when you see Mark Kerr was, as we now know, he was a big, muscular guy. He had the kind of quality of muscle that wrestlers have. Their traps or shoulders are good, right? It's like,
remember, I think I said puffier.
Puffier.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Puffier.
Yeah.
But that's bloated. I said bloated. You said
bloated, puffier. And so, in order to put on, I said, Benny, I think it's maybe 25 to 30 plus pounds. It's a lot of weight to put on. It's a lot of stress on your body and your joints, on everything. And I said, okay, let's commit. He gave me 12, 14 weeks. I put on about 32 pounds, 23 prosthetics total. Every day. 23?
Yeah, there was how many hours?
3.5 to 4.
3.5 to 4 every day.
Longer if there was a lot of bruising and post-fight bruising, things like that.
Yeah.
The vocal transformation too as well. Here's something really interesting I think you guys will, and I know you guys will find interesting, is so Liz Himmelstein is a dialect coach I've worked with through Emily. She worked with her Oppenheimer. Liz said, okay, before we start this journey, I want you to know that you speak from the ground up. And I went, and probably similar to yourself, I feel like you speak from the ground up. And I didn't know what that meant until she explained it to me. And I said, okay. And she goes, Mark Kerr speaks from here.
Oh, wow.
And she said, yeah. She goes, so he speaks. And then it started to dawn on me, oh, Mark kind of speaks from here and kind of soft. He's very soft-spoken. And then also what he does, he has this curiosity with everything he says. If it's a declaration.
Dude, that's so creepy. It's really creepy when you do that.
Like I've seen your movies before, Josh. You're just amazing. Josh, wow, I can't believe I'm sitting here. This is crazy. So he speaks from here.
I remember the first time I spoke to him about how he did that transformation once he got in the ring, because he's so eloquent and he's so sweet and gentle. But then he dominated, like head-butted and just lacerated people to oblivion. And I said, how did you do that, Mark? And he goes, I know, it was nasty.
And it was like, it's wild because I was talking to him earlier and it was like, to Mark, and this idea, I think that you look at somebody who's that strong, like, and specifically in this, you're so big. And then he's also pulling himself all the way in and trying to be way smaller than he actually is. Yeah. So it's like defying his size. And then you see how he explains what he does in the ring, and it's very disconnected to what you'd assume somebody like that is like. Yeah. And so again, it's just constantly confronting how you make these snap judgments about people, but then seeing somebody that big cry is important, you know?
Yeah, and I said earlier, smart, and that's not the word. It's like you stopped at 13. It's like you just, it wasn't even a regression. It was just like for whatever your past is or whatever you created or whatever you talked to Mark and both of you about, is that it just, everybody stopped growing at 13. So when you hear, like even the voice, when you're doing the voice, it's almost like a kid's voice, it's just, and it's almost robotic, because if we're outside of really deciding on our words, then it will be unsafe, and we can't afford to be unsafe, and we have to, and yet you're irritable. I don't know, it's fascinating.
Yeah, but carrying this rage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He didn't know even what to do with.
He didn't know what to do with. Childlike curiosity that he had. Stopped at 13. I love that phrase and that thought. But then also carrying shame.
Carrying shame. Yeah. Oh my God. Loaded with it.
And that's
puffy with it.
And the door.
Puffy with the
door. The door is so important that it's like you're seeing him suppress. Like that was another thing I remember afterwards, like the length of time at which you don't say anything to Emily, to Dawn, when she says,
you lost.
Yeah, like you lost, big deal, get over it. There's just a dead silence for a very long time. And you get up and you have no idea what's going to happen. and then you just like, it's like a second, you snap this thing out, and then it's right back to where you were before. It's wild, you know?
What
But
you
again,
guys just experienced is you weren't here for a little while, and it was just some bros hanging out talking about the movie. I love this movie so much. I'm so
Thank you.
happy that you made it. I think it's there to be celebrated again and again and again. So keep touring, and I love you guys.
Thank
We love you too.